Do I have your permission to share this video with my DAT, Assessment of Movement Dysfunction course?
Yes.
So we're going to do an Sfma assessment. The first we're going to do are the 3 cervical patterns. So I need you to make sure you have your feet together, toes pointed forward. So pattern 1 is simply chin to chest. You'll take your chin to your chest. And if you'll turn to the right in that position so I can get a lateral view, or to your left. And then back to the front, back to your starting position. Okay. Pattern 2, simply face to ceiling. And then turn to the left. And then back to your starting position. And then our third pattern is going to be rotating your head to the right and taking your chin to your collarbone. So if you'll do that for me. The chin down. And if you'll turn to the left so I can get a lateral view. And then back to the front. Back to your neutral position. Same thing to the left side. Rotate your head to the left. Drop your chin to your collarbone. And if you'll rotate to the right. And then back to the front for me. All right, back to your starting position. The next one we're going to do is upper extremity patterns. And so for the first one, you're going to take your right hand and you're going to do internal rotation, extension, and adduction, as if you're reaching for the inferior angle of your scapula. And we would look at this one from anteriorly as well as laterally, and then posteriorly, marking to where our fingertips have reached. Okay, now drop your right arm and repeat with your left. So I'm going to mark where your left hand has reached. Posterior view, lateral view, and then we can also just take an anterior view. Okay, you may drop your arms to your side. This time's upper extremity pattern 2. So external rotation, flexion, and abduction, as if you're reaching for the spine of the scapula. Right arm first. So we'll get our lateral view. Our posterior view. We'll mark where we have reached. Now if you'll drop your right arm and repeat with your left. We'll mark where that hand is reached during our posterior view. We'll get our lateral view. And we'll come back to the front and go back to your resting position. Now we're going to do our multi-segmental analysis. The first one we're going to do is simply reaching down to touch your toes, so in flexion. So go ahead and assume that position. We're going to look at our lateral view. And then we're also going to get a posterior view. You may come back up to your starting position. Arms reached up over your head. We're going to do extension this time. So arms up and extend back. So we can look lateral as well as an anterior view. And our last one for multi-segmental, let me go back to your starting position. We're going to rotate your trunk to your right. So we will get a side view and a rear view. Now do the same to your left. And I'll stay back here so we can get the rear view first. And then we'll also do the side view. Okay, you may return to the front. And our last one's a deep squat. You want your feet, the instep of your feet, just on the lateral borders of your shoulders. Arms up overhead as if holding a stick. When I ask you to, you're going to go down to squat position, keeping your heels on the floor. Okay, you may go down and hold that position. We'll also get a lateral view of this. And then come back up and go back to your starting position. And before we're finished, we're going to do a single leg stance. So you're going to, when I ask you to, pick up your right leg at a 90 degrees of hip flexion and 90 degrees of knee flexion and hold that position for me. Okay, you may go ahead. Get an anterior view as well as a side view. And go ahead and close your eyes. We would do this for 10 seconds with your eyes open, 10 seconds with your eyes closed. Okay, same thing on your left side now. 90-90. We're going to have 10 seconds with your eyes open. Anterior view. Moving to lateral view. Go ahead and start with your eyes closed for me. 10 seconds. And thank you. We are finished.